Good morning. Today we are going to discuss about the next chapter, which is rational number. In this chapter we are going to discuss about the number which is very similar to the fraction number. In fraction number we all discuss about only the positive number, which is also known as whole numbers. What? We only discuss about the positive numbers and 0 in fractions. But in this condition, we are going to discuss about the integers. Okay, so let's begin from the natural numbers. So in earlier class, in class 4th, 5th, 6th, you have studied about the natural number. Basically, what are natural number? Natural number are those number which is used for the counting objects. Suppose you are going to start counting the number of pencils you have in your box. So how you will count? You will start picking that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes or no? Obviously yes. Okay. So always the counting number begins from 1, not from the 0. Okay. So that's why the number which starts from the 1, 2, 3, 4, that means 1, that is known as natural number. So basically, what are natural numbers? Number which is used for counting objects. Okay. Now after that, we are going to discuss about whole numbers. What are whole numbers? The numbers including 0 with the natural numbers. Okay. If you add or if you include 0 in the collection of the natural number, that is known as whole number. Is that clear? Hope you understand this. So we can say that the whole number begins from the 0. If we talk about the natural number, the smallest natural number is 1, and if we talk about the whole number, the smallest whole number is 0. Okay. Now integers. Integer is the collection of the numbers which includes positive number, negative number, and 0. Or you can say negative number, 0, or positive number in ascending order. Okay, basically the smallest number are the negative number, then 0, then positive numbers are greater than the 0 and the negative numbers. Okay, now after that, here we are going to discuss rational number. So before starting the rational number, I want to tell you what are the fraction numbers. The fraction numbers are the numbers which is in the form of p upon q. In which form? P upon q. These are fraction numbers. Okay, the numbers in the form of p upon q. But in fractions we have seen all the numbers like this: 1 by 2, 3 by 9, 11 by 24, etc. Yes or no? But in rational numbers, we will see the numbers like this: 1 upon minus 2, minus 3 upon 7, or minus 7 upon minus 9, or 2 upon 3, 1, 2, etc. Okay, so here we will see the numbers here. The numbers here are also in so here the numbers which we have are also in negatives, minus sign. So in fraction numbers we only discuss about the whole numbers, which is positive number and 0. But in if we talk about the rational numbers, here we are going to discuss about the positive numbers as well as negative numbers along with the 0. So for this we will have the definition of rational number. Rational numbers are the numbers that can be expressed in the form of p upon q, where p and q are integers. Which kind of numbers? Integers. And q is not equals to 0. Okay, what does it mean? In the denominator of the fraction we will never have 0 number. Okay, we cannot write like this 2 upon 0, 3 upon 0, etc. We never write like this. This is the meaning of q is not equals to 0. So next, it includes all the natural numbers, whole numbers, fraction and integers. Okay, now the next question arises. If we are saying the numbers are in the form of p upon q, are fraction, and if the numbers are in integers, the fraction numbers are in integers, then they are also known as rational number. Then why we are including natural number, whole number? Natural number means 1, or whole numbers means 0 or 0 to 9, etc. Okay, so why we are writing like this? They are not in the form of p upon q. Am I correct? Yes or no? They are not in the form of p upon q. We don't have any denominators here. So in that condition, why we are including in rational number? The reason is, if the number do not contain any denominator, so in that condition we are writing 1 at the denominator place. Yes or no? We already learned this thing in the fraction chapter. If we don't have any denominator, so it means in the denominator we have 1. Understand? So by this reason we have this figure or the diagram. You can see natural numbers, which is the collection of positive numbers 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. If we include 0 in the collection of the natural number, so together they form whole number. In the whole number, if we include the negative numbers like -1, -2, -3, -4, they becomes integers. And if we include the fraction numbers among with the integers, so they becomes rational number. So basically, so whatever the number you have learned, whatever the type of the numbers you have learned, the combination of all the set of the numbers are known as rational number. The combination of all set of numbers which you have studied till now, okay, which you have studied till now are known as rational number. In the next class, in the ninth class, you will also study another form of the number which is known as irrational number, and the combination of both the numbers, rational number as well as irrational number, are known as real numbers. Okay, so up to real numbers you will study in the ninth and 10th class. Okay, for this class you will study only about rational number. Also you will study the rational number in the next class, which is 8th class. Okay, next, equivalent rational numbers. By multiplying or dividing the numerator and the denominator of a rational number by the same integer, we can obtain another rational number which is equivalent to given number. It is just like the fraction. In fraction, what we are writing, suppose 1 by 2 is there. If we are multiplying the number with 2, multiplying 2 with the numerator and the denominator with the rational number 1 by 2. Okay, so we will obtain here 2 by 4. Okay, which is another rational number equivalent to 1 by 2. Why? Because it is the next form of rational number. Okay, if we want to reduce it, so we can again make it 1 by 2 with this. Okay, so 2 by 4 is the another form of rational number which is equivalent to 1 by 2. So here examples are 1 by 2 multiplied 2 by 2, which is equals to 2 by 4. Thus 2 upon 3 is equivalent to 1 by 2. 4 upon 8 divided by 2 by 2, that is equal to 2 by 4. Hope you understand how you are doing it. Okay, if you have doubt, see, 2 ones are 2 and 2 twos are 4. If you divide 4 and 2, so we know that 2 twos are 4. So the answer is 2 is here. Similarly, 8 divided by 2, 2 fours are 8. So the answer is here. Okay. So thus 2 upon 4 is equivalent to 4 upon 8, and these are the equivalent form of 1 by 2, 2.4 and 4 by 8. They all are equivalent to each other. Now after that we are going to discuss about positive and the negative rational number. So by this we can understand positive rational number which contain the plus sign, and negative rational number which only contain negative sign, means minus sign. So let's see, 2 by 4 are the positive numbers. Okay, 3 upon 9 are positive rational numbers, whereas if we talk about minus 2 by 4 are negative rational number, 2 upon minus 4 are also negative rational number. So what do we say about this number minus 2 upon minus 4? Are they positive or negative? So I told you, if the rational number contain minus sign, they are negative rational number. So they also have a minus sign here and here. So are they negative rational number? Definitely not. Okay, why? Because if a number both contain plus sign and both contain minus sign, I mean to say, if the numerator and denominator both have positive sign or the negative sign, then the rational number said to be as positive rational number. If the numerator contain negative sign and the denominator contain positive sign, or vice versa in the sense, if the numerator contain positive and denominator negative, then they are known as negative rational number, as you can see here in this example. Okay, so they 2 by 4, 3 by 9 and minus 2 minus 4 are negative rational number. So why it's so, I'm going to tell you. Suppose you are writing minus 3 upon minus 10. Why they are known as negative rational number? Because this minus sign and this minus sign can be cancelled. So after cancel it, what we will have? 3 upon 10, which is the form of positive rational number. Okay. So here we will study what are positive and negative rational number. Positive rational numbers are the numbers whose both the numerator and the denominator are positive. Whose both the numerator and the denominators are positive. Okay, and if we talk about the negative rational number, these are the numbers whose one of the numerator and the denominator is negative. See, the number 0 is neither a positive nor a negative rational number. So if we talk about the 0, this is the important point beta you have to notice. 0 is neither positive nor a negative rational number. This can come in 1 mark question. Okay. So what is 0? 0 is neither positive nor negative. That is neutral. So rational number on the number line. Representation of a whole numbers, natural numbers and integers on a number line is done as follows. Okay, so if we talk about the natural numbers, we start making the natural number line from 1, which is represented in the blue dots. If we talk about the whole numbers, the whole number is the collection from the 0, so we always start making number line from 0 to infinity. Now if we talk about the integers, we are drawing a line which is infinity from both the directions, from both the side, either from the left side or from the right side. So here this these are negative numbers, okay, which is infinity, which if we move to the left side, after minus 9, minus 10, minus 11, minus 12, so it will goes infinitely. Same thing it will happens from the right hand side. So what about the rational number? In rational number can also be represented on a number line like integer positive rational numbers on the right to 0 and the negative rational number on the left to the 0. So here it is said the positive rational number can be represented in this place, okay, from 0 to infinity. Whereas if we talk about the negative rational number, it can be represented in this space between 0 to infinity in the negative side. And the representation of the rational number is just similar to the representation of fractions. See one example. Representation of a rational number can be done on a number line as follows. So here you can see this is 0, 1, 2. Between 0 and 1, here we represented two rational numbers. Okay, here also we represented two rational numbers. So like this you can represent 10, 20, 30, up to infinity rational numbers you can represent between two integers. Okay, rational number in standard form. A rational number is in the standard form if it is denominator is a positive integer and there is no common factor between the numerator and the denominator other than 1. So if we talk about the standard form in rational number, so the first thing which you have noticed in the standard form of the rational number, the denominator never contains any negative sign. Okay, so if we talk about minus 1 upon 2 is in standard form, and if you want to convert 2 upon minus 4 in standard form, the first thing you have to do that you shift this minus sign to the numerator. Okay, then afterward you have to convert it into the simplest form. 2 ones are 2 and 2 twos are 4, so you will have here minus 1 by 2, which is the standard form of 2 upon minus 4. Okay, if any given rational number is not in the standard form, we can reduce it to the standard form or the lowest form by dividing its numerator and denominator by their SCF, ignoring its negative sign. So here you can see the examples. Find the standard form of 12 upon 18. So we know that 12 upon 18 comes in the table of 6. 6 to the 12 and 6 3 the 18. By this you can reduce it or you can convert this into the simplest form. And here we can see that both the denominator and the numerator contain positive sign. That's why they are also in standard form. Now the next thing is comparison of rational number. To compare the two positive rational numbers, we need to make their denominator same. Then we can easily compare them. Okay, like the fraction, here also we will do the same thing. To compare the rational number, first you need to take LCM and make their denominator same. Okay, compare 4 upon 5 and 3 upon 8 and then tell which one is greater. So first we will take the LCM of here 5 and 8. Okay, so here the LCM of 5 and 8 is what? 40. correct? So to make the denominator 40, what you will multiply here? You will multiply both the numerator and denominator with 8. Whereas similarly in 3 upon 8, to make the denominator 40, what you will do? You will multiply with 5. So we can see here 32 upon 40 and 15 upon 40. Which one is greater? 32 upon 40, which is the equivalent form of 4 upon 5. That's why by this we can say 4 upon 5 is greater. To compare two negative rational numbers, we compare them similarly like the same. Okay, first you convert or you make them like. After that you can see that 14 upon 35 and 15 upon 35 both are in like form. Then before comparing it, if one number is in the positive and if one number is a negative, so definitely directly you can understand the positive number are always greater than the negative number. You have already studied this thing in the first chapter of your syllabus of your maths book, which is in integers chapter. In integers chapter we have studied the positive number are always greater than the negative number and 0. Here also we will follow the same law. So I suggest you first you go through the integers chapter and learn all the properties of integers. What are the properties you have studied in both the chapter, in the first and second chapter? All these property will help you to solve this chapter, okay, or to understand this chapter. Still, if you have any doubt, you can comment me on the comment box. I will give you one more video basically on the content or the revision notes on integers chapter. Okay, so if both the numbers are negative, then in that condition in integers chapter we have learned the number, the greater number which is negatives, which contain the negative sign, are smaller. This we have studied in integers chapter. The greater number which contains negative sign are smaller. For example, if I am writing here -9 and if here I am writing -100, the greater number which contain negative sign are smaller. So this -100 is smaller than -9. So I mean to say -9 is greater than -100. Understand? Learn the line which I said. The greater number which contain minus sign are is smaller. Always remember this thing. So I already told you about it. If we need to compare one negative number and one positive number, so definitely the positive one will be the greater one. Rational number between the rational numbers. To find the rational number between two rational numbers, we have to make the denominator same. Then we can find the rational numbers. So find the rational number between 3 upon 5 and 3 upon 7. How you will do this? To find the rational number between 3 upon 5 and 3 upon 7, we have to make the denominator same. And how we have to make the denominator same? While taking LCM of denominators. So here the denominators are 5 and 7. Take the LCM of it, what you will get? Any guesses? Yes. So the LCM is 35. Okay. So to make the denominator same, in the first fraction, what you will do? You will multiply both the numerator and denominator with 7. In the second case, you will multiply with 5. So here you can see 21 upon 35 and 15 upon 35 are the equivalent form of both the rational number. So here we can notice that after 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So between 3 upon 5 and 3 upon 7, here we have the following rational numbers. What? These. Understand? How many are they? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can find more numbers between these two rational numbers. Why and how? While multiplying 2, 3, 4, 5, as long as you will multiply, you will get the numbers and the infinite numbers between these two rational numbers. Try it. First you can multiply with 2, okay, to both the rational numbers, then try with 3, 4, 5 and see how many rational numbers you will get. These are not only the rational number between 3 upon 5 and 3 upon 7. If we find the equivalent rational numbers of both the 3 upon 5, 3 upon 7, then we can find more rational numbers between them. As I told you, here you can see. So there are n numbers of rational number between any two rational numbers. So operations on rational numbers. First, addition. So like in all the type of numbers, here also we will solve, we will do addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. Okay, so addition of rational number are the same as like the fraction. Okay, here we will see the first question, 1 upon 5 and 2 upon 5. So first what you will do, we can see that here both the numbers are like rational numbers. Yes or no? Why? Because we have same denominators. So what we will do, 1 upon 5 plus 2 upon 5, so that is 3 upon 5. You can see in this line 1 upon 5, then afterward two more steps, 1 and 2. So what you will see here, you will see 3 upon 5. If we have to add two rational numbers whose denominators are same, then we simply add their numerators and the denominators remain the same. 3 upon 11, 7 upon 11, which is equals to 10 upon 11. Okay. Addition of two rational numbers with different denominators. Now the question arises, if the denominators are not same, then in that condition what you will do? If the denominators are not same, in that condition you have to make the denominator same. Without making the denominator same, you cannot perform addition or subtraction of rational numbers. So like fractions, okay, here also we will make their denominator same while taking LCM of their denominators, as I show you above. Here you can see that 2 upon 5 and 3 upon 7. Yes or no? To add two rational numbers, if we need to take LCM of their denominator, so the LCM of 5 and 7 is 35, as I show you above. So make their denominator same. Okay. 14 upon 5 plus 15 upon 35 is equal to 29 upon 35. If you have any doubt how to add, how to subtract any fraction numbers, okay, so you can watch my previous videos which is based on the fraction chapters. Okay, now additive inverse. What is additive inverse? The inverse of the number are known as additive inverse. For example, if you have the number -2, the additive inverse of -2 is what? 2. Okay, if you have a number +3, so the additive inverse of it is -3. Okay, so it shows that the additive inverse of a rational number is also same like the integer. This is the property which you have to learn in the additive inverse. The number and the sum of the number and its additive inverse is always 0. This shows that the additive inverse of 3 upon 7 is -3 upon 7. If we going to add it, you will get 0. Subtraction. If we have to subtract two rational number, then we have to add the additive inverse. of the rational numbers that is being subtracted to the another rational numbers. For example, 4 upon 21 from 8 upon 21. So 8 upon 21 minus 4 upon 21. So 21, 8 minus 4 will be equals to 4 upon 21. Try to solve by its own selves. Okay. In the second method, we will add the additive inverse of the second number to the first number. 8 upon 21 minus 4 upon 21. 8 upon 21 plus minus 4 upon 21, which is equals to 4 upon 21. Understand? Multiplication of rational number. Multiplication is very simple as like the multiplication of the fraction. Here what we need to do, we just simply multiply the numerator with the numerator and the denominator with the denominator. Okay, so the remaining whatever the answer you will get, that is your the multiplication of the rational number. Here you can see this example, 3 upon 7 multiplied by 5. So 3 and 5 both are numerator. So what you will do, you will multiply 3 with 5, 3 5 is 15, and 7 will remain as it is. Why? Here I am going to show you 3 upon 7, and I told you if a number do not contain any denominator, so there is 1. So 3 5 is 15, 7 1 just 7. So answer is 15 by 7. Multiply for rational number with the negative integer. So see, 3 upon 7 multiply by minus 5 by 1. So 3 5 is 15, 7 1 just 7. Plus into minus, that is equals to minus. So answer is minus 15 upon 7. Multiply of a rational number with another rational number. See this, 3 upon 7 multiply 5 upon 11. I told you what we will do, multiply the numerator with numerator, 3 5 is 15, and the denominator with denominator, 7 11 is 77. If one number is a negative, then 3 5 is 15, minus sign here. Division. For the division, we will study reciprocal. What is reciprocal? Reciprocal you have already studied in the fraction chapter. Reciprocal, in the reciprocal, what we will do, we will change the numerator into denominator and the denominator into numerator. So reciprocal is a multiplier of the given rational number which gives the product of 1. Okay, so the reciprocal of a upon b is b upon a. Like here, 3 upon 4 will be written as 4 upon 3 in its reciprocal form. So product of reciprocal, if we multiply the reciprocal of the rational number with that rational number, then the product will be always 1. That is also known as the property of multiplicative inverse. So division of a rational number with another rational number. So in division, so what you need to understand, 3 upon 7 divided by 4 upon 11. So in that condition, for the division, you will multiply the reciprocal of this number. So you will get the division form of this. Okay, so the answer is 33 upon 28. So this is the today's class. I hope you will all understand this. If you still have any doubt in the properties of integers as well as fraction, you can go through the previous videos. Okay, you can watch the previous video, then you will understand this chapter in very better way. Okay, that's all for the today. Thank you and have a good day.